Hi there, it's Rob. Okay, so this next set of videos, which will cover blog commenting, in fact pretty much the rest of them all, will cover the types of backlinks that you can create and how you can go about getting them. Okay, so let's start. Oh, by the way, I've kind of done them in the in the order that you should be doing them in. In other words, initially when you set up your website, you should be doing blog commenting just to make Google aware that your site is alive and well. Okay, at some point you will stop blog commenting down here when you're getting other links in other forms, but it's nice to start off with 50 or 100 or whatever blog comments, right? Social media, similar. You will share everything you do. You will always share that. You could or should always put stuff onto Web2O sites, but you don't necessarily need to. So as you can see, so blog commenting is very much an early, young, fresh site thing to do, and it works like this. You can go about commenting on blogs the natural way, or you can search for what you want to do via keyword, or you can actually use search strings. So let's just say naturally would be where you are. Sorry about that. You would be, let's say you're on Facebook and you're looking at other related things to your niche. Remember, it's your passion, that's what you're doing, so you're spotting what you do. You belong to clubs, you belong to groups, and you, give me a second, and you are seeing that all the time. One sec. I'd love to know how many videos my emails have cropped up on, and I promise that I'll never leave it switched on again, and then I do the next minute. Okay, so your natural ones would be where you found a link, you were sent somewhere, somebody sent you an email, and you go to a blog that's naturally related to your niche, and you then comment and leave a blog comment there. Now, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to simply go via keyword. Okay, so let me show you how this works. You would go to your search engine and you would search for let me think, fibromyalgia and the flu. Yeah, there we go, and a flu shot. So I'm now looking at links and comments back related to health, a page I perhaps did on health, or even on fibromyalgia and a flu shot on my website, and I basically just need to get some sort of thing. So basically, on your keyword version, you could open every single site. Let me show you that this is not going to work, or it's highly unlikely to work in the beginning. And by the way, because I'm in the fibromyalgia niche, but most of these very high ranking websites per keyword are unlikely to be the kind that allow comments, right? So Sarah Klein wrote this article way back in 2012, and it's nice to see that it's still ranking related to, of course, it's on health.com, which is very, very powerful. So you would simply, oh, Christmas. Oh, what the hell? Please don't do that again. A stupid video plays automatically. Okay, so I hate it when it does that, by the way. I think everybody does, and yet people still think it's a good idea. Right. So comments related, no. Related, no. Oh, I see. So the actual one is this little bit. Oh, I'm out of here. Far too much sound. Sorry. Okay, so let's go to fibromyalgia and flu. Should I get a flu shot? By the way, did you know what happened there? Put some videos that autoplay on your site and see how many people hang around. Should you get a flu shot? 2013. Also, incidentally, again, an old, well-established site. Okay, so all we're looking for, sorry, I'm wasting time with you here. I'm looking to see if you can leave comments. So generally speaking, these big sites will not let you. Okay, so Pro Health is a library. Scroll to comments, note, and you see any comments. I'm not even going to hang around. influenza clinical trials, sponsor, study, detailed, arms, outcome measures, criteria, contacts and location, more information, bam, gone. Flu shot. This is a blog, by the way, blog for content for health. It's a .edu, by the way. We're going to talk about .edu links. This is a really good place to get a backlink from Harvard Health Publishing Medical School. So, by the way, now, I'm jumping ahead. Further down, when I tell you to do this, you would have found this and you would have gone and looked up flu shots. You would contact them and you would ask if they could this and that. You would give them an extra bit that they could add as a guest post and you get a proper backlink. Right, let's go down here. Comments. Wow, they must have done this for old people because the font is huge. Can you see share, blah, 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 comments? No. By the way, on my sites, I turn off comments. I do it for other reasons. Right, so as you can see, certain things not good. Now let's try dog flu shot. And let's have a look here. So Dogs Naturally magazine, you can see now you're going to get to more worms and germs blog. Can you see you're getting to more? I'm going to ignore these big ones because I don't want to waste your time while I try and find one that actually lets me do a post, a blog comment, right? So again, the flu is coming, cushions like yeah, deep. It doesn't help you read this, by the way, if you can't comment. Zip. Mrs. Rasmussen, scared poopless. Worms and germs. Comments. Here we go. So, you can now log in here. Look at that. I have to log into Discus. Interesting. Fine, let's do this. I hope it doesn't show my password. Give me a sec while I pause it. I can see I've got my comedy face there. It's hysterically funny. I don't know if anybody ever trust me. And here I'm booked in as Design Smith. So in truth, I should go and set up a new Discus account. I think I have, in fact. But this was back in my days when I was doing websites. So I'd literally now that I can leave a comment, I go back up here and I read it. And I read it that I can give a real comment. So, when is canine flu coming back to Canada? Wow, it's the most scary thing. I've got Bostons and I love my Bostons. Blah, blah, blah. Posters, Design Smith. Watch this. Hyperlink. So I can put a link in here to my page. So at some point, I state there on my website where I talk about dog health and I've got cool stuff on dog related gifts, that kind of thing, and you link it with a hyperlink, or you just put your URL and you hyperlink it, and you then be the first to comment on a page that looked like it was older than the hills. No, it's not too bad. And you put, here's this important, and then you take the URL of where you've posted, because I'm not going to post, right? So you'd post it, you'd comment, and you'd copy the URL, because they're not going to approve you straight away. They must approve it. It's very unlikely. Maybe maybe because it's Discus, it's automatic. Let me make a comment, and I'll be back one sec. Well, if I bother to read the page instead of talking so much, I wrote all of this. Wow, great article, thanks. I've recently moved my dogs from a hot climate, South Africa, to a hot and cold climate, Canada, and flu or canine flu is a big worry for me. And I was sitting here thinking, should I add a hyperlink or should I state out now, teach people? And then I looked up here and saw that I had to send a verification email to me anyway, right? That I then have to verify it before they'll even consider approving my post. But anyway, in here I would put a link back to my page, right? And I'm not going to open the emails. And so then I'd post as Design Smith. I'm going to post it anyway. Yeah, there we go. So that's fine. But anyway, and then it would come up or not, right? Here's another one. Next blog. Go down and look. Go and see where the actual. This is straight up dog flu, the whole page. So you need to find a post of theirs. Yeah, it looks like there's not an easy place to comment. So you bail out of here and off you go. So as you can see, let's go back to here. Natural would have been where you just hope that they will have a blog comment section. Via keyword, less so. Now, there are search strings that work. Give me a second. I'm going to do a search for search strings. I'll be back. Okay, so I searched for it. I opened the very first one, which is Cora, and the very first one is post a comment and your keyword here. So I would go to do a search for that. I would paste this. I'd put here Fibromyalgia. Sorry, fibro fog is in my head today. So today is fine. Fibro fog is the good thing. And so now I need to find where I'm looking for ones that says I could talk about this and post a comment, and I get 134 results. So 7 tips to coping with fibromyalgia and chronic pain, which is a blog spot place, and Reddit, and Blogspot again. Look, Blogspot again, Blogspot again. So as you can see, Blogspot has the words post a comment. So you'll see when you go down to here, that's why it found these, because it says enter your comment. So I would then come here and commenting as fibromyalgia income, so it now knows me because I've got a blog as that, or I'm booked in as Google in here, and I would comment. I would save the URL. In a week's time I'd come back to see if it is approved, and I would then share the page once it's approved to get that backlink indexed. Right, let's check else what comes. This is Doug. Doug is really cool. Yeah, he even talks about blog commenting, do follow, no follow. Yeah, everything I'm talking about is here. Blog commenting will lead to other backlinks, etc., etc. So I'm just trying to find a search string here. Come on, Doug. Show me a search string. Active blogs. He's got cool stuff. He's one of the guys that I highly recommend you go to. Oh, there's all comments in here, by the way. So you can come back here and comment to Doug. Add one. But it better be relevant. So I can come in and say, hi Doug, oh, your stuff's really cool, but of course it's not relevant to my dog or my fibromyalgia, right, thing. So yes, anyway, that's how I do it. That was Blogspot. Let's try and find a non-Blogspot one. Whoa, hypothyroidism, Dr. Lowe. And so you would go through these and you would look for places where you can leave comments. They will get approved. If they don't get approved, they help you obviously nothing at all. Then you must be logged in to post a comment. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it isn't. Normally if it says logged in, I'll bail. Unless logged in is with Discus. No, you see, you've got to belong to this. So off you go, Rob, gone. So that's it. Here's another one. Post a comment, leave a reply. All of these are different search strings that will give you a different result, right? And so you will find tons of search strings. I had a suspicion. Let's see if it knows how to spell that. Right, so leave a reply plus fibromyalgia. I did okay. Give it a minute. Why is it not searching? I hit the wrong search button. Right, so now we come back up. Pro Health, we've already been there. Pain improvements. You never know. Learn about it. The medium. So you would simply just open all of these one by one. You'd go to the page that is about what you need, and there we go. Comment, leave a reply. Now, you can put email, name, website. Some of these will or won't give you links. You've got to take your chance. You post a comment, you copy the URL, and you check to see if it's approved in a week. And you go. You come to the Medium, and you leave a comment. You add your website. There's your URL. You can put it as a page or the full website, your choice. You'd copy the URL, you'd put it onto a data sheet, and you'd come back in a week and check if it's approved. You'll go and share it socially. That's it. I think I'm done with blog commenting. Sorry it took me so long to explain how search strings and things work, but it's something that in the beginning you need to do. So, by the way, I've done it many times. I've done it for clients and for myself, and it's so boring. You will get into a routine that does work. You will find after a while to know which sites even have blog commenting available, and you will learn to not waste time reading a post when you just want to see, can I leave a comment? Yes, no, close it. Can I leave a comment? Yes, no, close it. In fact, sometimes I was doing it this way. I was going through literally opening 30 sites in a row, and then I'd look, close, look, oh, leave it open, and go to the next one. Close, open, open, close, 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 open, open. At the end, I've got 10 left. I then go back, and then now kind of rushy feeling, and I'd scan the page to see that I can leave a comment that relates, and leave a comment and say, this is really cool, I do appreciate. Don't put a spammy comment, don't copy and paste your comment. Make it relevant to the article if possible. Otherwise, they're just not going to approve you. They must be able to see that it is you, and you do know what you you like what they're doing. You're not just looking for this. And I repeat, then you put it on a spreadsheet, and after a week or two, you come back and you check to see how many of them worked or not. Sadly, you can, in an hour, only do 10 backlinks. And after 3 hours, you've got 30 backlinks, blog comments that you did. 30. Yay. 2 weeks later, you can go and only 5 of them are approved. And so you go and share those 5 socially, but they're real, they're backlinks. No complaints, get it done, people. Okay, let's get to the next video. Sorry about 17 minutes, guys. Cheers.